Zoom-de-doo. What's up? What's up? What's up? Where's my chat? Do. Every time I come on here, it's like, I swear, it's like I got 10 screens going on at the same time. Do. What am I doing? What's up? What's up? What's up? Okay. I'm playing Alba today. And I know that's not like a really popular game or anything, but I did play it last week, I think. So I'm going to continue with that. Oh, look at that. Talk to the vet in town square. Why am I skipping like that? Okay. But the funny thing is that every time I come back on here to like play a new game or like something else, it's like I gotta relearn all the damn controls and shit. So let's see. This is just a 3D version of the other game. What other game I play? You talking about Stardew Valley? Is that what you're talking about? I mean, I guess, but this one you're basically like finding animals, I think. Actually, I don't even know the low key, I don't even know the point of this game. Cause I know I take like pictures and it's basically like the white people want to build like a mall and they want to build it in like the Spanish area. And I think this is a Spanish country. I don't even know what country this is, but it's like the white people want to build a mall, but the people who live here want to preserve the city. So that way, like, you know, they can just stop gentrification and whatnot, because the white people always want to destroy everything. Like, look at all this trash, bro. You know the white people did this shit. You know the gringos did these shits. See, like I just cleaned up that place, bro. But yeah, I mean, I guess it is like Stardew Valley in a way, but I wish it was like the same animation. I wish it was the same animation though. That would be cool to imagine like farming with this little 3D vibe. But yeah, man, this is like a colonizer game, bro. It's like it literally is like Stardew Valley in a way. Let's see. It's a pesticide. So I talked to the vet. What's next, bro? Investigate source of pesticides. Do I know a good movie to watch? The thing is, I haven't watched movies in a long time. I haven't watched movies. I haven't watched Netflix shows. I'm more of a random YouTube video watcher, and normally I do watch other streamers. I can't even think of the last movie I watched. I watched the last anime. I forget the last anime. Apothecary Diaries is the last anime I watched. I'm watching that right now. I can't even. Let me see if I can pull up my Netflix low key. Because the funny thing is that we do have like Netflix, we do have Disney Plus, Amazon Prime, we have all that shit, but we don't be watching it because I be on YouTube. Let's see. I was watching Free Ren. What is it? Where's my like recent watches? No, I think I watched that one Asian movie, how there was like a big tsunami. I low-key think that was the last movie I watched. Or Jurassic World. I think so. My Hero movie? Yeah, but like I genuinely can't remember the last time I watched a movie. Yeah, I know. I'm new to anime, so I like don't know what to watch. Obviously, people tell me to watch like One Piece and Naruto. What else? Literally everything else, but like people don't realize those are long ass shows, so it's gonna take me a long ass time to watch those shows. So it's like, what do you want me to do? That's what I'm saying. Like I'm just starting everything now because I feel like obviously I should have started watching it 10 years ago, but I feel like when I was in school it wasn't cool to watch anime back then, and people would like literally bully you for watching anime. So I feel like probably because of that stigma I never did, and because of the fact that I know once I started watching anime I would become addicted to it, and then I would have to buy like the figurines and like the t-shirts and like the merch and all this stuff. So that's why took me forever to start, but now I'm starting. But I don't like anything scary though, because what did you say to watch? AOT, Attack on Titan, right? I don't like scary stuff is the thing. Like anything scary, anything violent, because I watched, what is it called? Where's my list of stuff that I watched? I want to watch My Hero Academia. I thought I had a list because I have Crunchyroll. I know everybody watches anime illegally, but I have Crunchyroll, and for some reason my payment didn't go through, but I still have access to my account. So I haven't paid for Crunchyroll in months, and I don't know if that's a glitch or they're gonna magically charge me $2,000 one day. I don't know, but currently I'm not paying for it. Let me see my list. Apothecary Diaries, Naruto. Oh, Fate Stay Night. That's what I watched. Fate Stay Night. I don't think, the thing is, One Piece, I low-key was falling asleep. No cap. I was falling asleep, and it's not that it was boring, it's mostly I just felt all the episodes were kind of the same. So I really don't get, I feel like it's kind of overhyped. I feel like One Piece is okay in a sense, but like I don't know. I feel like people mostly hype it up because they have so many episodes, I guess. So it's considered like a classic because there's like what, like 500 episodes at this point or something. 3-month vacation. Who be having a 3-month vacation? Cause I work every day. So the thing is I was Googling it, and it said like even if you watch like 1 or 2 episodes a day, it would still take you like 2 years to finish it or something, you know? So like you gotta actually be dedicated to watch that shit, and I feel like I'm just not that dedicated. Naruto, the thing is I watched Naruto like when I was younger. Like I remember when it first aired on actual TV. So I feel like if I start watching it again, I'm gonna be like, oh, I remember this, and then I'm gonna just like be zoned out. Oops. My L. L is zoom out. Oh, this button. And this button is zoom in. And ZR is capture. But like, oh yeah, with do I have ads? I think, yeah, there's no ads on here. Do bro, why do y'all want me to do ASMR so bad? Y'all be obsessed. I'm gonna make some videos, relax. But yeah, it's like I don't know what glitch it is, But yeah, I don't have ads because I remembered I was watching Apothecary Diaries and I was like, no, there wasn't ads. And then I want to watch Attack on Titan, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, My Hero Academia, and Jujutsu Kaisen. Because it was just like so awkward. I think like last Halloween when me and my friends went out to dinner, right? No, not to dinner. What the fuck? We went to the club for Halloween last year, and like some girl was like in an anime costume, and it's like the one where like there's, what is it called? I don't know, but she's wearing like little schoolgirl outfit, I think. Why do I forget what it's called? But like apparently that one's like an iconic anime. Was Death Note, I think. So she was dressed up for that, and then people were like asking me, they're like, "Do you know who she's dressed up as?" And I was like, "Bitch, no." And then they were like, "Lame," because I don't watch anime like that. So I feel like if I start watching shows, I'll actually like get the references from like random memes and whatnot. What's up? My mic, I mean, I would hope so. Fucking paid $45 for this damn mic. It better sound good. I need to go this way, right? See? Clarica, see? But yeah, I'm trying to like, I'm not the type of person to watch multiple shows at the same time. So people will be like, oh, just like start this show, start this show. But like, I mentally can't do that shit because it'll just drive me crazy and I won't remember which show and what's happening in that show. So I'm the type of person where I watch shows like one at a time and I don't start a new one until the other one is finished. But the exception for that is One Piece, because obviously that has like 50 million episodes and I just couldn't get into it for real. So I think on One Piece I'm only on episode 30 out of 3 million. But yeah, that's it pretty much. House of the Dragon, is that scary? I just don't like scary stuff, bro. Like anything with like monsters and stabbing and dying and whatever. And I'm not really into like the mystical, super magical stuff, because when I was watching Fate Stay Night, and like they're like wizards and there's like fairies and they do spells and they're trying to like regain the land and this, and then magically I see like a monster like ate a kid or something. So I was like, oh, okay. It was like very gory. Hello, welcome to the stream. Where am I going? I'm just running around this damn map. But yeah, it was just gory, so I'm not necessarily into like the horror category. Did you meant to say medical or did you mean medieval with the dragons? I don't know. I feel like certain stuff, like, or maybe that's just me being a girl, I just like that stuff is just scary to me. And I like cute little shows, I guess, where like the food is like really aesthetic looking, or just like everything looks amazing. Bro, we need that horror game this October. Put it in. Bro, I don't know. I can't do horror games, bro. And I know that really gets a lot of views from people. Is like, you see people on like the clips from their stream doing like horror gameplay and whatnot, and how there's like a bunch of jump scares and everything like that. I can't do that shit, bro. I would literally be screaming, and I know that would be entertaining to watch, but like it's to the point where I wouldn't be able to go to sleep at night, because like I'm the type of person, if I watch a scary movie, I need to like watch cartoons afterwards. That's how I am. Oh fuck, I can't even cross this bridge. How the fuck am I supposed to? What the fuck? Can I jump in this water? No. Bro, I know the views it would be a lot. Maybe I don't know. I'll probably have to look up some games that aren't as scary. But I was trying to play the games that I already have on my Switch though. That's the thing. Like I wasn't necessarily trying to buy any more games, and I don't have a PC, so I can't just randomly try like a scary game on the PC, you know? Um Damn, how do I get over there if this goes all the way? So it would just depend because I've seen people play like the horror game where it's like, what is it called? Little Nightmares. And I feel like I've always wanted to play that, but I feel like I wouldn't get far, and then it wouldn't be as entertaining if I keep dying at the same spot, you know? Like that's not fun to watch, especially if I'm just like screaming for no reason and shit, you know? So it's like, what would I even stream? But then at the same time, I know the views would go crazy, but it's more so like everybody kind of streams. Oh, I died. How do I get up here? Everybody kind of streams horror games in October though. So wouldn't it be like really boring if I do the same thing? Like would that not be boring? Do a site. Oh yeah, I've seen like people play like quick short games, like not even just horror games, but like just short games in general. I've seen people play those, and how it's like a 2 second game. Like there was one where it's like you play as like Helen Keller or something, and the guy was literally just staring at a black screen. I was like, is this the game? But that's like the joke of it. You're paying like $2 for a game, and it's like a stupid ass game. Or the one where they have like the trees attacking you or something. Like it's called like Trees Hate Me or something like that. But I saw people play those games. But yeah, there was like people be making random ass games where it's like, okay, like, you know, you pay $2 or you pay 50 cents to play a game where you pretend to be Helen Keller, but then people forget Helen Keller was deaf and blind. So the guy opened up the screen and the screen was black, and you could only like you had to like turn your sound up all the way, and you it's like it wouldn't even help you because she was deaf. So the game has no sound, no visuals. So you basically just wasted $2 for nothing. You know? So I'm like, I could play a game like that, but anything where monsters are chasing me and shit, like I can't do that shit, bro. Even like fucking regular fighting games, that's why I can't play those, because I just get like jump scared so easily. And that's why I can't play Fortnite, because people would be coming after me, and then it's like, you know, I gotta run away from them. I would just be too scared. So that's why I haven't played any of those. Thank you for the likes. Hub Louie. Hub Louie is in the chat. Bro, every time I watch Hub Louie play his little games, you know, Mario Kart and shit, he be like close as fuck to the camera, bro. He be zoomed the fuck in. Did I get this one yet? Too small. But yeah, I don't know. Bro, you be looking close as fuck to the screen, bro. You be like big ass head all on the screen. And I'm like, damn, is Mario Kart really that serious? Is it that serious? But I guess it is though, because you win a lot of the times. But it's funny because I thought I was like actually a good Mario Kart player. Like I used to play like in middle school and stuff. So, but then I started playing with people on here on TikTok and shit, and everybody like is an expert at the game all of a sudden. And I'm like, damn, okay. It's not that serious. Like you should do like a Mario Kart competition or something where you give away prizes or some shit. Where it's like you win like, 5 races in a row or something, and then you just give out like $1 or some shit. Like extreme Mario Kart competitions. Yeah, but it's like you only be playing Mario Kart or the other scary game where the monsters are chasing you with the flashlight. Was that you playing that or was it somebody else? I think it was you. I don't know. But I feel like boys always play the same type of thing, and then you got like the girls, they just be fucking playing Sims and shit. Bro, playing that Mario Party. What's funny is that I bought Mario Party on here, but I forgot I needed friends for the game because technically I could play by myself against like the computers and shit, but it's obviously not the same with like as like with real people and whatnot. So I'm like, I just realized I just bought this game for $60 and I don't have anyone to play with. Where am I going? I don't want to go there anymore. Now I can't even get there. The bridge is fucking broken. Mario Party Online. Yeah. And that's what's crazy about this because I think I'm paying for Mario, like not Mario, but like the what's it called? Like the online play, the internet play or whatever, the internet access. I think I'm paying for it, but I don't even know how much it is per month. Or maybe I only paid like what per year maybe? Cause the girl when I was buying the Switch, she was like, "Oh, do you want like a Nintendo like online membership and shit like that?" And I was like, "I mean, I guess." Like, am I supposed to say no? Cause every time like people be trying to sell me shit, I'm so bad at saying no. It's really bad. Like it's really bad. This is Alba. Is I call it a colonizer game, right guys? The colonizer game. I told them I don't speak English. What? How? What do you say? You say no habla inglés or no? Oh, I can grab these. There you go. You say no habla inglés, but the thing is, like, they try to like sell me shit all the time. Like, I go in there and I'm already planning to spend like, $300, $500 because I'm buying like a gaming system, right? So then I go in there and then I'm like, I'm looking at the shelf and I'm like, okay, I'm probably gonna need like some screen protectors. I'm probably gonna need like a case or maybe like another set of controllers in case my family wants to play, type shit. Um, and then I go up to the counter, and then of course it's like tax is like $50 for some reason. And I'm like, what the actual fuck? So tax is $50, and then she's like, okay, like, do you want like, insurance on here? Like, like a yearly insurance? And I'm like, shit, bro, I don't fucking know. Am I gonna break it? I don't know. And then she's like, do you want to get the online membership deal and this and this? Do you want to get like do you want to get like a GameStop membership? And I'm like, bitch, I guess. So then she totals everything up, and that shit is like an extra $200 that I went in there to spend. But it's like, what am I supposed to do? I know they make this, yeah, that's the thing. She was making everything sound good, but part of me at the same time is not even because she was making things sound good. It's more so the fact that I have worked in retail before. So like I understand like that managers pressure you to like they pressure you to make credit card sales or like, get like more sales and whatnot in general, right? So I already know how it is in retail. She probably has to ask everybody if she wants, like, if they want the membership and everything. And it's really hard to just sell shit to people in general, right? So yeah, she's here basically making money off of me, because that's like when I used to work at JCPenney, I used to have to ask everybody like, "Oh, do you want a credit card? Do you want to sign up for a JCPenney credit card? It can save you $25, 25% on each purchase, right?" You got to like say that shit, and then the manager would literally be fucking watching us to see if we like ask the customers these questions. But the thing about me is that I look like I'm 5 years old. So people never wanted to buy a credit card from me, because they're like, the grown adults, they're like, why the fuck should we buy a credit card from this little ass kid, right? So then my manager would always get mad at me. They're like, "Oh my gosh, you're not making enough credit card sales. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Are you even asking everybody? Like, what the fuck are you doing?" So so yeah, I understand having to like sell people shit. So I'm not blaming the girl for like asking me all these questions. It's more so like I'm like, damn. Sometimes I just feel bad, and I'm like, damn, like maybe I should just sign up for the thing, and I'll give her like a sale or whatever, because I know how hard it is to make like sales and like talk to people and ask people that shit. So because it is like, it's really hard. But in terms of like credit cards, a lot of stores will do that. Like even if you work in like makeup stores or like literally hella retail stores, like each store these days has their own credit card. So it's like, what the fuck? So they want you to sign up for their shit. But people these days, they don't even have money for anything. But yeah, I would just always feel bad. So I gave her my money, and then I spent like $700 for no fucking reason. And then now that I actually do need the money now, it's like, fuck, I just wasted all that money when I could have saved it for a time that I needed it. Well, the thing is, like, that's why I'm in debt now, because when I was at JCPenney, literally one of my coworkers was like, "Oh, let me sign you up for a credit card." And then so now that's why I'm in debt, because, I like spending money. So I regret that, but where am I hearing that? But yeah, so I regret that, but it's more so like in general, it just helps the store get more sales, because like with JCPenney, people would get like a discount when you use the credit cards. So it's like, shit, like if I can get like $10 off, I might as well sign up for this shit, you know? So that's the thing. It just literally just depends if you want to sign up for a card or not. But you're supposed to ask like everybody in line. And I remember the day that I worked Black Friday, the line was like going all around the entire store, and I was like the floater person. I was like the backup cashier, right? So I would have to run from like the men's section to the women's section, and people were like, "Oh, I just saw you over there. I just saw you over there. They got you working hard, huh?" Right? And then my goal was to get out, like get the people out of the store as fast as possible, right? But of course the boss is like, "What the fuck, you had like 200 customers on the register. That means you should have at least 100 credit card sales, right?" But in reality, people not trying to sign up for a credit card during Black Friday, because they're already spending hella money in one day. So he was like pissed off at me that I had like 200 customers and I only had like 3 credit cards pretty much. But I'm like, bro, nobody gives a fuck about the credit cards. People just trying to get in and out the damn store. Like, people just trying to get in and out the damn store as fast as possible. And he's worried about some damn the credit card sales, but I understand that he has his own bosses too. I mean, it's not literally a hundred. More so like just in general, he wanted me to have more, you know. That was the main thing. But basically that is kind of the conversion rate. Like, you know, if you have hella customers, you should have hella credit cards. And I tried to explain to people like, bro, no one's buying credit cards from me because I look young. Like I look young. I wouldn't buy a credit card from me either. You know, like I was like, what? I think I was like, what, 21? But obviously I looked like I was 15, right? So it's like, who the fuck would buy a credit card from me? Literally nobody. So like, what the fuck you want me to do? Let's see. Do you have a spare toolkit? Yay! So yeah, it really sucked working in retail. But now that I work with kids, it's like I'm just thinking, damn, maybe I should have stayed in retail, because that's how bad working with kids is these days. Kids are just fucking annoying. So I'm like, damn, maybe I need to retire. Retire being a teacher. I would love to do that. Thanks for the heart. Every time I see that username, it's like Hubblooey, but I want to say hubbabaloo or hullabaloo. That's what I want to say. Hullabaloo. Fix the bridge. Who the fuck is this? A police officer? Hullabaloo, hullabaloo. Do. Damn, it's already almost 8 o'clock. Why does it feel like time goes by so fast after work? Are you going to cause any trouble? Yes. Let me nod my fucking head. Yeah, man. We about to sell some drugs. Yeah. I was asked if I wanted to teach for tech stuff, but I was thinking kids or crash out. But like, what grade would you teach though? Like, are you talking about like being like a computer lab teacher, or like something else? Because part of me is like, I can't imagine teaching kids about technology, because I feel like kids already know so much about technology. Like, kids be teaching me my stuff, you know. And like, even my teacher today, her credit card wasn't working. Like, she was trying to order something online and her card wasn't going through. So I was like, oh, like, how, you know, you can put Apple Pay in your phone. And she was like, what the fuck is Apple Pay? And I was like, bitch. But now it's like I'm more patient when I'm like explaining stuff to older people, because I realize that older people did not grow up with technology. So I can't even imagine how hard it is to like imagine growing up with like, you know, like my parents' generation. You have like no TV, barely any electricity, and then you have like the boom box, and you have like don't know cell phones, you know. So I can't imagine going from like that era to now in an era that's like extremely runs on technology, where it's like, you know, you got AI and shit, you know. So I could not imagine that. It's like low-key, it's like mind-blowing, really, because even for me, I didn't even have all that technology when I was little. Like, obviously we had, like, I had a TV. I had a TV, but it's like, I don't know, imagine going from nothing to something. Coding robotics for like late middle schoolers, that's insane. Genuinely. Coding, because I couldn't even understand coding, bro. Because I see people doing that shit now, and I don't understand it. Girl, take a picture of this damn heron. Where is it? Where's my camera? But especially middle schoolers these days, I feel like people have said that they either like doing like kindergarten or they like doing like high school. But I think I've heard a lot of people say that middle school is like the worst age because that is where kids, first of all, they don't shower, so they stink. And then they're like coming into like their own personalities, and they like argue back a lot, and they're obviously obsessed with like their phones and whatnot. So that is, but that's middle school. So I can't even imagine doing that because I feel like I've taught like 4-year-olds, 5-year-olds, and they were fucking insane. And I didn't want to do that, so now I'm teaching like preschool, which is like 3-year-olds, and they're fucking insane too, because these kids are these days are so rude, and they insult each other, they bully each other, they make fun of each other. So I'm like, damn, like maybe I do need to teach infants, because at least they can't fucking jump around and break their head open, and they don't talk, you know. So maybe I should have done infants. But at the same time, like with infants, you got to deal with like the crying all the time, and then you got to like feed them yourself, like feed them a bottle, and then you got to change their poop, and it could be like explosive diarrhea, you know. And then you have like hand, foot, and mouth disease, like they can get sick more often, whatnot. So I don't know, there's like pros and cons for each level. But in terms of like teaching kids these days, kids, they don't have a long attention span anymore. So even like when we try to explain stuff to them, they're like, how do we do this, how do we do this? And like you gotta repeat the instructions to them over and over and over, and it really puts it into perspective from like when we were kids a long time ago. Because I remember when I was little, the teacher would just be like, okay guys, you know, just sit crisscross applesauce, and then she would explain the lesson, and then we would go to our desk and, you know, do the craft or like do the handwriting activity, stuff like that. But these days you got to be like, okay guys, today we are going to do something amazing. Like you have to like dramatize everything, you have to like make it a whole production in order for the kids to stay entertained, because they're so used to watching these programs like, you know, Bluey, or what's the other loud cartoons where everything is really overstimulating. So kids these days, they don't have any sense of patience or stuff like that. So it just really sucks, because imagine like being a teacher, you find out like your fucking mom died or some terrible news, and you have to go to work and be like, come on guys, let's do this activity. You gotta like pretend every fucking day. And I guess you do have to pretend at every job. Like even if you work like a 9 to 5 in an office, you can't necessarily just be crying in your cubicle. But like being a teacher is different. You got to be turned on for 8 hours every single day, you know. So it's really mentally exhausting, and I don't know how I'm doing it, because I'm not even like a really energetic person. I'm not smiling all the time and whatever. And I feel like people automatically assume like, oh, if you don't smile all the time, that means you're a bitch. Like you shouldn't be working with kids, or like, you know, you don't have the qualities to be a teacher, right? But in reality, I'm the type of teacher where I pay attention to every little detail about a kid. Like if they don't like mayonnaise or mustard, or they don't like apples, I'm gonna remember that. I'm gonna remember their favorite color, if they're like the older sibling or not. Like I'm gonna remember stuff about each kid. Whereas if you ask some other teacher, they're gonna be like, oh, you know, that's just Johnny over there, he's fucking annoying. Whereas me, I'm gonna be like, yeah, Johnny is annoying because his parents are going through a divorce, and you know, this, and maybe you keep giving him apples when he don't fucking like apples, you know? Like, that's the type of teacher I am. I get close with the kids. Like, I'm playing with them on their level, probably because I'm slightly autistic and have ADHD and I want to play with the toys myself. But I'm like on their level. They think that I'm one of them, you know? So I can connect with them better than a teacher who is like, guys, sit down. Guys, you gotta listen. Oh my gosh, guys, we gotta do this activity. We gotta get this done, blah, 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 you know? So it's like the kids, they think that I'm one of them in a way. But the bad thing about that is that they don't really respect me the same, I guess, because I'm an assistant teacher instead of the actual teacher, you know? Because the teacher basically sees the class as a whole, and I feel like the assistant is the one who like individually pays attention to each of the kids. But yeah, that's why like with streaming, I'm not gonna be like fucking Kai Sanat and Speed where I'm like shouting at the computer. And I never realized, you know, they talk about like how men punch the walls or like how men get angry over sports and shit. I've never been so expressive like that. Even when I see girls play video games, like, you know, the shooter games, whenever I see women play those games, we're not fucking shouting that loud, you know? So it's really interesting to me how like male streamers like react to certain things, or like some people in general are just really expressive. But like, if me personally, if I get like a raid of like 50 million people, I'm not gonna jump out of my seat and be like, oh my gosh, it's a raid. Oh my, like, I'm not gonna be expressive, right? I'm gonna be like, oh my gosh, thanks so much, like, I appreciate it. But people are gonna be like, look at me, they're gonna see my reaction and how it's not really expressive. They're gonna be like, oh, she wasn't grateful for that, she's not really appreciating it, you know? So it's like, people just assume something. Like, just because I'm not overreacting, that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm not grateful for something. It just means that that's just not how I express myself, you know? Like, I'm not gonna be fucking jumping out of my seat. I'm not gonna be hitting the screen when I lose a game, you know? I'm just like a relaxed person. Simulator games, depending on what simulator it is. Are you talking about like VR games? Because I haven't played any VR games. But yeah, so that's like the same thing. Like, what is it, like when I get like if I won like $1,000,000, I'm not gonna be jumping out of my seat. I'm gonna be like, oh cool, you know, $1,000,000, great. Because that's just not who I am. The thing is, yeah, that's what I feel like it is now. Like, streamers used to be able to like be chill on the stream and talk about random shit, but now it's more so the thing where they act out on purpose to get clips, which I think is really annoying. Because it's like, imagine the whole stream is like really chill, and then you know, you're like, oh shit, let me clip farm, let me do something crazy to get a reaction, then it could be posted everywhere and I'll get famous, and but you know. So I think that's like, I don't like the idea of that, where people are clip farming. W's in the chat, guys, W's in the chat, come on. But I'm not gonna be like going over the top. But my goal isn't necessarily to get famous though. So, but the thing is, at the same time, I appreciate the grind when people are like, you know, they are trying to get clips and whatnot. You know, I appreciate the grind, but at the same time, I'm not gonna be fucking yelling into the microphone. You know, I gotta meet grandpa over here. Yeah, man. It's all this damn trash on the ground for these damn white people keep dropping the trash on the ground, bro. But yeah, I would like to be a full-time content creator, not even streamer though, because I feel like streaming is more so the thing where you go live every day, so people become like obsessed with your life, and then like, or like not obsessed, but like they're absorbed into your life, like they know things about you, they know like the lore behind it, like, people will know that I've worked like 10 jobs and this, but at the same time it's like, um damn, that's not that one. But it's like people become like obsessed with streamers in a sense, and I don't want people to be thinking about me every 5 seconds of the day. Or like, imagine if I say call myself like a daily streamer, and then I miss like a random Tuesday, and then people are gonna be like blowing up my Discord and be like, what the fuck, where are you, you forgot to stream today, what the fuck. Like, I don't want people that obsessed with me, so like streaming, if anything, would be like a side job, and then I could also do like content creator stuff to also make money, so that way I wouldn't have to be streaming 24/7 every day. I could just do like, 3 days a week of streaming, and then my other stuff would be like YouTube videos and post on Instagram, also making me money, because it's always good to have multiple streams of income. Because imagine you're just a streamer every day, and then the Twitch website randomly explodes, and then it's like no more Twitch forever, and then imagine you just lost all that money and all the followers, so I feel like even if you do only want to do Twitch or whatever, it still is a good idea to have a YouTube account as a backup or anything like that. Hello, Mia Latrell. That's a pretty name. The thing is, you can stream, but if you want to turn it into a long form video, you need to like download the VOD, and then you gotta edit the stream, and then upload it to YouTube, make money that way. So you could do that. But I feel like I wouldn't do that unless I can hire like an editor and have time to do that. Bro, TikTok restricted my live and it took my gift donos today. How did it take that? Because I think TikTok gets like a certain percentage of like what you make on here from the gifts. Yeah, that's what I want to do. I need to make some YouTube videos about like giving advice going into like content creation in general, not just like, because everybody is right now is making YouTube videos about how it's like how to get monetized or how to get more followers and how to get more subscribers, whatever. But I feel like no one actually talks about like the connective pieces to it. Like, in order to have a Twitch account, you need to build a following somewhere else, or in order to have a consistent Instagram account, you need to have followers on YouTube, like get followers on each platform before, to try to like help build yourself up. I feel like people don't really make a lot of videos about that. Castel de Sarah. Yeah, I feel like everybody these days, like a lot, like the most common job you see is being a content creator, regardless of like if you work a 9 to 5, if you're a teacher, if you're a stripper, no matter what job you have. I feel like a lot of people are trying to do content creation as like a side hustle, because that's the ultimate dream, is basically like working for yourself, making your own money, like being able to be on your own schedule, on your own time. Just wake up, film a couple videos or stream a couple hours, and make $1 million. Like, that's the dream for everybody. They said that I was a pre-recorded live. Oh, that's weird. That's really weird. Maybe somebody reported you or something. Have you been to the castle before? No. What the fuck? Um, but yeah, that's the thing. It's like you can make a YouTube channel about everything these days, but a lot of people aren't getting paid what they're worth. Help fix up the castle, bitch. Do I look like a slave? Don't answer that. Do. But yeah, there's like a hell of people trying to be content creators, and I support it. But what I don't support is like kids that want to do that, because I guess it's like kids who want to be a content creator, they're like looking up to people they watch and they're like, yeah, I want to do that, I want to do that, like the same way that we looked up to our teachers and we're like, yeah, I want to be a teacher. Or, you know, our parents were doctors, we're like, yeah, I want to be a doctor, you know. But I don't know, I feel like looking up to a streamer, it's like it's not the same. Like, I know being a streamer does take a lot of work, but it's like, I don't know if I would want my kid to just be like, yeah, when I grow up I want to be a streamer, and then just be like fucking obsessed with technology and being famous, you know. Because it does take a lot of work, a lot of time. It doesn't just happen overnight. Even if you do go to college and take classes for content creation, it doesn't just happen, you know. Looking before YouTube. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm trying to like, apparently YouTube made an update that said like as soon as people click on your video, that counts as a view, rather than people watching for like a straight 3 minutes or whatever, or 30 seconds, whatever it was before. I think I got a notification. It said like, as soon as people click on your video, that counts as a view. And I feel like that makes it a lot easier, because imagine like people just accidentally click on your video, then it counts as a view, you know. But the requirements are going to like 8,000 watch hours instead of 4,000, and I feel like 4,000 is so fucking hard to get already, and I have like 6,000 subs. So if I was consistent, I would have been monetized already, consistent, like, you know, 10 years ago. But I fell off, and you know, came back on, I fell off again, came back on, you know. So I haven't been consistent, and obviously consistency is key when it comes to things like that. But yeah, it's really annoying, because obviously, like, I get they don't want to like pay people, because literally everybody's trying to be a fucking content creator now. So if I was a fucking YouTube people, I wouldn't want to pay people either, you know. But at the same time, it sucks for the creators. I wouldn't necessarily say that you have to niche down. Let me see if it's still in my TikTok bio. No, I took it out of my TikTok bio. But I used to have like I do it all in my TikTok bio. Because personally, like, I didn't understand that either. Like, when people say like, oh, like when you make a YouTube channel or you make a TikTok account, you have to niche down, you have to pick one category that you're good at, and then you need to stick to that. And I feel like it kind of makes sense, but I don't really agree with it, you know. So they were saying pretty much like, when you start a YouTube channel or like any social media, that you are basically supposed to pick one thing. Like, imagine you want to do like fashion or something, right? So you pick fashion, and then you start posting videos about your outfits and this, right? Like stuff about clothes. Because then if you magically post a random video about like a vlog, people are like, I don't give a fuck about your life, I'm here for the fashion content, you know. So that is understandable. But at the same time, I want to be like a lifestyle creator. So I'm posting videos about like, I'm posting TikTok dances, I'm posting cooking videos, I'm posting makeup videos, I'm posting hair videos. Like, I'm posting everything. I don't give a fuck, you know? And then the only bad thing about it is when you get on the For You page or the Explore page, is that people can see, they can click on your video from like a makeup video, and then they go to your channel and they want to see makeup videos, but you don't have anything, you only have one makeup video, you know? So that's the only bad thing, is that people probably won't sub to you because you only have one makeup video and they want to see more, but you have makeup, hair, TikTok dances, singing, singing. You have all these different categories. So that's the only bad thing. But I feel like for me, it did work though. But when I started YouTube, that was like 10 years ago. So it is a little bit different now. So if I was giving advice, I would say like you could niche down. If you're starting like a brand new account, you could niche down. Like if you do have like 10 different categories, I would say niche it down to like 3, like fashion, hair, makeup, because all the girls like to see all of that type of stuff. But I didn't like limiting my audience. That's the only thing, because obviously like you want content that anybody could watch. At least I do. So obviously a lot of men aren't gonna watch makeup videos and hair videos. So I want to do like other stuff that the men would like too, like maybe men like shopping vlogs, or like cooking videos if they're learning how to cook, or some gameplay, or just like different things that men would like, because I want to reach the broadest audience as possible. So I say niching down can be a good or bad thing. It just depends how you look at it. But I feel like I have been successful from doing multiple things. But I would say like at first maybe start with like 3 things and then keep like broadening it up as you develop an audience. Gaming, yes, because that's the thing, like even like with me right now, I've been playing like the same 2 games. Like imagine I'm playing Mario Kart, and then I was playing like Tomodachi Life or like Wizard 101, and then I open it up to like I add like 2 or 3 more games. So now whenever people join my stream, they're like, "Oh, yay, a new game," because I've built up that audience doing the same 2 games over and over again to make people come back because they like me, they like my personality, they like what I talk about. And then I can add in different games. Like even though this game is boring as fuck, I'm still like sitting here being able to like talk to the audience, have dialogue, all of that stuff, because people already like me from when they watched me stream the other 2 games. So that way, like now it's like people aren't necessarily coming for the gameplay, they're coming to talk to me. So at that point, it doesn't even matter what my niche is or what game I'm playing. All that matters is that they're coming here to talk to me. So I feel like if anything, just building up your audience first is more important than like what your niche is, because I feel like if people like you, they're gonna like you. If they don't, they don't. Like that's all it is for real. Let's see. Scan the eagle. How am I supposed to do that shit? From the castle walls? I feel like broadly gaming, oops, like no matter what game you play, it just like when you're streaming, you just have to be able to like talk to the audience pretty much. Like obviously it would be better if you play like trending games, stuff like that, but like not everybody wants to do that shit. End of the day, you just want to play the games that you like. How do I, damn it. I feel like I'd be talking to chat too much. I mean, it depends. Like, what are they talking about? Are they asking questions? Because I feel like when you talk, the more you talk, the better. Cause I think on my first stream I was like just sitting here like actually playing the game, and then I was like, oh shit, I gotta talk to people in the chat too, you know. Like I just forgot. But I don't think there's a such thing as too much talking unless you're actually playing like one of those difficult games, maybe like how you play like Fortnite, how you have to actually focus on the game, cuz then it's like really hard to pay attention to chat if you're playing like some complicated ass game. I don't know. Ever since I've seen the video, I watched like Ludwig's video where he was starting a new account like from scratch and seeing how long it took to be famous, and he was literally like making up stuff in his chat. Like he was here streaming, like playing a game, and then the chat had no one in it, and he was like looking at the chat, and then he would like make up a whole conversation, be like, oh, like yeah, like I play this game a lot, and then he would like go back and forth looking at his gameplay to chat, but in reality he wasn't talking to anybody. But he said that that's like a good way to like just start out your streaming, is basically just pretend that you have random questions, or maybe like write down some random questions and then tape them to the wall, and then like just answer it as if like somebody else is asking you the questions. So that was like a really interesting perspective, but at the same time it's not really as genuine as if a real person is asking you questions, you know. Yeah, Ludwig, I watched Ludwig's whole friend group. Me at Chicken Farm. Girl, where the fuck is that? Of course it's 10 million miles away. But yeah, so it just depends like if you're actually trying to build up an audience or not. Hello, sir. Welcome. Damn, it's already been an hour. God damn it. But for some reason, it's like time goes by fast when I'm streaming, but not when I'm at my fucking job. And tomorrow, I can't do a stream tomorrow because my job, we have our open house tomorrow where we gotta talk to the parents and about some bullshit. So I can't stream tomorrow because I'm gonna be there. It's like from 6 to 7, so I gotta be there. So I probably won't even get home till 7:40, and then I'm probably gonna shower and get straight to bed because I hate socializing. What am I looking for? Eagle owl. I need to get a soundboard. I have this thingy. What is this called? It's connected to my mic where I can like change my voice or whatever, but I didn't like really set up like sound effects and whatnot. Boy, no, I have not made any friends recently. I only talked to the girl at work. She speaks Spanish and she is 22. But they're poor right now because she just moved over here, so she doesn't really have any money to do stuff. So that's why I don't really want to invite her to like go eat or anything. But she's pretty cool. She says she plays Fortnite, but I don't play that shit. So, but I don't know if I would hang out with her outside of work though, is the thing. Because it's like, you know, like how sometimes you can tell people like are just friends, like with coworkers, you know? Like that's the type of vibe it's giving. How do I get out of here? Do do do. What type of games do you like playing? I play like chill games. No, not really shooter games or anything like that. I play chill games that don't require a lot of effort because after work I am tired as fuck. Yes, little boy. Watch out, watch out. Do 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 do. But that's what I'm saying. It's good to make new friends, but I don't know. Some people be weird, especially when there's like not a lot to talk about, you know? Do do do. But like it's mostly the fact that like she's young too, because I know she's only like 22, but and obviously like the thing is I get along with her, like I get along with young people in general more than older people because we have like all these other teachers. Like her teacher is like this older white lady. My teacher is an older white lady. So when we go out all to the playground together, it's like me and her start talking and then the older teachers start talking. Because it's like I'm gonna have more in common with her than I do somebody who's older who has kids and whatnot. So it's like, but that's the thing. I wish I could make friends with people who are my age though, like late 20s. Because she jokes around a lot and she's like, oh gosh, you're old. Because I was telling her my birthday is next week. And she's like, damn, damn, grandma, you old as fuck, you know? And I'm like I know it's a joke, but like, I don't want to necessarily be around people like that, I guess. Like, I want to be around people like my age. So that way, like, when I tell people like, oh yeah, it's my birthday next week, I'm going to be 28, then like, people will be like, oh, you know, that's good, you know, but you know, just something different. Like I feel like that is literally the same thing, but it's not that I'm like losing my sense of humor or whatnot, but sometimes I just like, I don't think I'm growing out of things. I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, I try to make friends, but there aren't really a lot of people to make friends with. I mean, I don't think she meant it in a bad way because she be calling herself old. She's like, yeah, girl, I got back problems. Like, I'm only 22 and my back be hurting. Like, you know, she be joking about that shit. And I be joking about it too, in a way. But like, I just want to be like around like an older mindset of people where like, if I tell somebody like, yeah, I'm almost 30, then they're gonna be like, oh yay, like, you know, what are you gonna do, or what, like, you know, what's your plans, or like what's your goals, or like, you know, they could help me with my goals, like help me figure out some shit, or, you know, something like that. Or like have friends who are like, yeah, like I'll take you out to dinner, or like we should do something, or like friends who can plan something like a surprise party, or like, I don't know, just something. Yeah, like what's your retirement plans? Like just something, bro. So I don't think she meant it in a bad way. I think that's just like her sense of humor, but I don't know, I just want like an older mindset of friends, because even my friends are all younger than me, like the 4 5 girls I hang out with, and they want to go to the club every weekend, you know. And it's not that I'm getting too old for the club, but it's more like I'm just like bored of it. Like I be getting tired at 2 a.m. Like they be wanting to stay out late, because I think like the club that we go to closes at like 2 a.m., you know? So it's like we leave at like exactly 2 a.m. and then we gotta drive everybody home, and then I'm not getting home till 3 a.m. And then it's like I just end up getting bored, especially if the DJ is terrible. I I just end up getting bored, and I'm like, what am I doing here? Like I could be in my bed right now, you know? Damn it, she's over there. Of course she is. But yeah, so I don't know. It's not that I'm bored. I just want to do something different. Like why do we always have to go to the club? Why can't we do like a dinner, or like we could just go to a movie, or we could go get brunch, you know? You know? But their first thought is like, oh, it's Saturday, let's go to the club, let's go to the club, you know? Let's go get a section and this and this. I'm like, damn. Yeah, see, that's the thing. I don't have a mix of friends. I just have like all of them. They just turned like 25 and 24, and I'm turning 28. So it's like I'm 3 years older, and I look the same age as them. And mentally, it really isn't that much of a difference, because some of them are like, they have better jobs than me, or they're making more money than me, or they already moved out and they're on their own, or they're like one of the girls, she's already married type shit, and she's 24. No, or maybe no, she just turned 25, right? I think they're all 25 now. But so it's not the fact that we're on like in a different mind space. It's more so like I just need older friends for me, because I am their older friend, but they don't really be coming to me for advice, because you know, I'm not really that amazing. But like I just need older friends for advice for me, like just like an older sister type thing, you know? Trying to add comms, what do you mean? Bro. That, yeah, like that's the thing, like axe throwing, or I think like for one birthday party, some girl, she wanted to do like pole dancing, which is like something different, you know, because you're learning like a skill. But then I don't want to do the dinner, because you always see like story times about people like not coming to their friend's dinner, you know. So because that's the thing, I feel like if I did a dinner, they would probably be available, but it's like it would also be kind of boring, because I think we did that for this one girl last year. She did a dinner last year. We went to hibachi, and she like they were cooking the food in front of us and stuff like that. But and then for this year I couldn't go to her birthday, because my health problems are just insane. I don't have the energy, right? So this year she went to a club, and they got like a section for her. Like each of the girls paid like, you know, $50 for the section. And I was like, damn, like y'all don't get tired of that? Like spending all this money just to sit there and look cute, you know? And I think one girl, she went to like an island for her birthday, but I can't afford a fucking $2,000 flight right now, you know? So it's like stuff like that where I'm like, you know? But yeah, I just want to do like more grown activities rather than go to the club. Because in reality, I would probably be going to the club if I'm like 35, because I feel like the club doesn't really have an age limit. Like some people think like, oh, you go to the club in your early 20s and whatever, but I feel like I like going to the club to dance, so I probably would still be going there if I was like 35, right? Because I would look good when I'm 35, you know. But just like right now, I feel like that's all we do. So I want to just do some different stuff, but I just don't have older friends to hang out with. Do. But that's why I just make a lot of my friends online. Do. But that's the crazy thing. It's like, obviously, I don't consider a lot of people friends and whatnot, but I be calling them my acquaintances because they don't really know me. They don't really know me like that. What the fuck is that behind me? Oh, that's the lynx. Am I supposed to chase that shit? No. Um. Oh, I didn't finish the castle. Whoops. Damn. But it's just, I feel like it's hard in general to make friends as you get older. Cause I just be feeling like giving up. And what's funny is that like a lot of people post on here, they make like TikTok posts and they're like, oh, who wants to be friends? We all live in the same city, whatever. And then you see everybody from my city is commenting like, oh, let's be friends, let's be friends. But then like you never fucking meet up with people. Yeah, it's definitely harder, especially because like people just go to work and go to home. And I've seen, there was another post I saw where somebody made a post and was like, oh yeah, the reason that you're single is that you just go to work and go to home every single day. You don't go anywhere else. But then people were in the comments like, what the fuck you want us to do? You know, we're tired as fuck from work. We're not about to go out to the club after work or whatever on a fucking Wednesday. But that's not even the reason why we're single either. We're just single because there's a whole bunch of shitty people out here. But definitely it's harder to make friends as an adult, especially like, but that's the thing, even if you do have friends from high school, that's definitely hard too, because you want to hang out with people and catch up with people, but everybody's working, you know. Everybody's working, so there's like no time. And I know sometimes you gotta make time for people, but sometimes there just literally isn't time. Yeah, that's the thing. I feel like I definitely have way more internet friends. Like there's this one guy, he lives in like Ohio and we never met, but like we've been online friends for like 5 years and we text like every single day, you know? And I don't even like text my IRL friends that much. How does someone know if they're your friend? I don't know. I don't, I just don't have friends. I feel like people think they're my friends, but to me, like they could probably ask me like, oh, like aren't we friends? Like, and I'll be like, yeah, sure. But in my mind, they're not really my friends, you know? Hey, friend. Hi, my Ohio friend. But yeah, they're not really my friends, like in a sense. I don't know how to explain it. Cause like people don't know me like that. I feel like if you're talking to me every day, We might FaceTime, we might call, I might tell you stuff, whatever. And then I'd be like, yeah, that's my friend, right? But like, in terms of like IRL friends, they're not like checking up on me. They're not making plans to hang out with me. Like, you know, even though they live 20 minutes away, I don't even hang out with them unless it's like an entire group thing. I don't hang out with them like one on one. So it's like, how are we really friends if you don't know what's going on with me or like what I'm going through, or you don't know anything about me for real? Like you could say like, you know that I like doing content and I'm a teacher, or like, you know how old I am, I live with my parents and I have a sister, but like that doesn't really consider someone to be your friend. Your online friends will become real if you meet. I mean, yeah, if you meet people in person, yeah. Because I feel like I have a lot of internet friends where I've like played games with them, and it's like we'll play the same game every weekend, or like we used to play the games like 5 years ago, stuff like that. But it's like I don't talk to them every day, so I just consider them to be the associates. Is crazy. I consider them to be acquaintances, where it's like, yeah, like you could call me your friend, but like technically an acquaintance. Bro, rice fields. Um, God damn it. I gotta go all the way over here. Um, but it depends because I don't hang out with a lot of people though. And I feel like even if I did have hella friends, I don't know if I would hang out with them because I'm just too tired. And then it's like the only day we would be able to hang out would be like, what's it called? Like the weekends when we're not working. And then it's like some people do work weekends. But I feel like if you're not hanging out with somebody, they should at least take the effort to be like, oh, like, hey, how are you? Like, how's it going? Like still check in on you if you're not able to hang out. Doo doo doo. Bro. But yeah, I wish I had more IRL friends because I feel like I've never had like a good friend experience in terms of like, having like little sleepovers, or like how girls talk about like their boyfriends and whatnot. Like I never had like that best friend experience. Like the last actual friend experience I had was probably, I was gonna say high school, but like I feel like those girls were low key racist. I feel like one of them was, and I feel like I was only friends with them because I saw them every day. Because after high school, I didn't really talk to them. I didn't talk to them after high school. So that's when you realize, like, are people really your friend, or are they only your friend because you go to school with them? So I feel like the last time I had like actual friends was probably eighth grade. Because even though I was just going to school with them, I feel like I would have hung out with those girls. I would have hung out with them outside of school, but like back then we didn't have cars, and I wasn't about to like bother my mom every fucking second, be like, yeah, can I go to this girl's house? Can I go to her house? Um, but even like, I didn't even have friends in college because I went to like a white college. So I didn't really have, oh no, I had one Spanish girl. I think I still have her on Snapchat. and she was like my college friend, but like that was it. But she was like my only college friend. And I realized that like a lot of places I go to, I'm either making friends with like not like white people, but like Spanish people. Because right now I'm on like my second Spanish friend, or is it like maybe she just happens to be Spanish? I don't know. But I find it interesting because my friend in college was Spanish, and now this girl at this current job, she speaks Spanish. So at least I have someone to speak Spanish with, but I'm slowly forgetting my Spanish over the years. Where am I supposed to be going? Did I climb all the way up here for no fucking reason? But it's crazy because I feel like a lot of good friendships are made in college. Like, you know, those are the people who you invite to like your wedding and shit like that. But I feel like I won't have that experience. So then I think about like, damn, like who would I even invite to my wedding? Would I just fucking send out invitations to my internet friends? Probably. Or would it just be nobody and I would just have a private wedding? I don't know. Mm-mm. Do all the money to travel. Yeah, I mean, yeah, but like some people are more family oriented at their weddings and whatnot. Like they want to like just invite the family, or they have a big wedding, then they invite the family and their friends. Like, or even the people who like have like 300 people at their wedding. I could never. You'd be lucky if I have 2 people there, bro. It's gonna be, if I have to invite my family, it would be like my sister, my mom, and my dad. That's pretty much it. And I know I have like some extended family, but I don't talk to them. Like I do have random cousins and aunts and uncles and shit, but I don't talk to them. So why wouldn't I invite them to my wedding? You know, like just to have people there. Where is this, bro? Are you vlogging, bro? He's vlogging. Okay. Mm-mm. Weddings are expensive as fuck, but I feel like some of them are worth it. Like some of them look nice. Like if I did have the money, if I did just happen to have a random 200,000 laying around for a wedding, like yeah, sure, I would go all out. But at the same time, I don't know if I would, because that's also like a lot of money when you think about it, just for one day, like simply just for buying like flowers and like the food and stuff like that. So it's like I don't know. Like, would I spend $200,000? You want to get married soon? The thing is, I don't even know if I want to get married anymore. Actually, like, it would be cool, but then when you think about it, like, how does marriage benefit women? Like, ever since I saw, I don't know if it was a podcast or something I saw. Where am I going, bro? Someone was like, how does marriage benefit women? I mean, it does benefit men though, because people say it benefits women because like whenever you get divorced, like women get half of your money, but in reality, people forget that women work too. But so it was like something like when you get married, men automatically have like a permanent housekeeper, right? And you have someone that's just gonna have your kids, someone who is just, you know, is gonna do the laundry, you know, she's gonna clean the house, you know, she's gonna cook dinner, take care of the kids, like the basic wifely duties, right? But the thing is, when you have a husband, men men's like main job is like, you know, we say that they make the money, they pay the bills, whatever, right? But these days men aren't doing that, right? Like that was back in the day. Men were happy to pay all the bills and then the women were happy to stay home, right? But now you have women who want to work. You see a lot of households where women are making most of the money, and now we have stay-at-home dads, right? So it's a lot of that going on. Giving half of their money assets. The thing is, they are though. I feel like people don't realize that these days it takes two to have like a, what's it called? Like a working household. Like it takes two, right? So the thing is, you men aren't giving away half their money and their assets. They literally like, what is it called? They're sharing, like, because you should have like your own bank account. Like the man has his own bank account, the woman has her own bank account, and then you have a joint account, right? So I wouldn't say when you get married you're just giving half of your money away. If anything, you're like combining your assets together. But I feel like in everybody's mindset, people automatically are like, yeah, the man makes most of the money, blah blah blah. But in reality, like these days you have a lot of female engineers and doctors and lawyers and shit, you know? So you might think the man is making more money, but in reality, they're making the same amount or the woman is making more. And then you also have the woman is making more money. Like she works the same 8 hours as the man does, but the woman has to come home. You still got to cook dinner. You still got to take care of the kids. And then the men aren't really expected to do that. Like take care of the kids in the same aspect. Who usually takes more when divorce occurs? That depends on the people, because that's the thing. But that I've seen a lot of men say, they're like, yeah, I don't want to get married in case we do have a divorce. She's gonna take all my money. Like, bro, relax. Because if anything, it should be split up in the way where like you have your own account, she has her own account, and then the joint account, you have to go through each of those things and separate stuff, like who's gonna get the house, who's gonna get the cars, who's gonna get the kids, who's gonna get the stocks or whatever, right? You gotta divide stuff up, but that depends. It varies from person to person, you know, because you're saying who usually takes more. It depends who is the more fit person in the case. If you're a deadbeat dad, you ain't gonna get shit and you don't deserve shit, you know? But then you keep saying like, I don't want the girl to take my money in a divorce, but it's like, why are you marrying a gold digger, someone who's going after your money? That's kind of on you. If you end up going through a divorce and next thing you know, she trying to take all your shit, that's kind of on you. Because I feel like deep down you would have known she was a gold digger this whole time if you're here supplying with her with all of this shit, you know, especially if she doesn't have shit to begin with. But and then these guys be thinking like, yeah, she gonna use me for my money. What money, bro? You work at McDonald's. You're working a 9 to 5. If a girl wanted you to use you for your money, she would be dating a millionaire. Me personally, I'm not gonna be dating no guy who works at a 9 to 5 and be like, yeah, let me use him for his money. You making the same amount of money as I am. If anything, I'm gonna use a guy who's a millionaire. Because even if I steal money from him, he's not going to notice it's missing. But if I steal $5 from your wallet and you work at McDonald's, you're going to notice that it's missing. So I can't be a gold digger to a guy who's working at McDonald's, you know? That's what I'm saying. I mean, like, in general, like, if I'm trying to use somebody for their money, you gotta have money to begin with. So that's why I never really understood the concept of like calling women gold diggers simply because we want a guy who's gonna like pay the bills or like, take me to a good restaurant or treat me every once in a while, You calling me a gold digger for that? For expecting a present on my birthday? It's my literal birthday and you not giving me a present, and then you calling me needy and a gold digger because I want a present for my actual birthday? You know? I know you're kidding. I just like explaining things. Do. But that's why I can't have a podcast, because I would be ranting forever. But that's why I have a YouTube channel. Go follow me. Do. What am I doing? I got tired of that game, bro. Bro, if I had a podcast, it would literally just be me ranting over and over again about the same shit. I don't put my chats on YouTube. I could, well, technically, like, when I finish with the live, the VOD publishes onto my YouTube channel, like the live category. Like, I have like the different categories on my channel. It says YouTube, it says the videos, the shorts, live, and then playlist. So if you want to watch my past lives, you would just go on there to the lives. But I don't edit the lives into videos, and I could do that, but then that would require me to go through a 2 hour live and then cut it up into parts, and I don't want to do that. So it's like, if you missed the chats from the last stream, you might as well just go fucking watch the last live and like try to skip through and find the chats in there, 80% of podcasts, yeah. But the thing is, I feel like podcasts are more organized. Same way when you have a YouTube channel, you can just title the video like the topic of what you're talking about, just one topic, right? But with a podcast, you have multiple topics and it's more organized. Like, first you talk about this, and then you talk about this, and then you talk about this. But like on the stream, I'm just talking about random shit, like whatever pops into my mind. Like, oh, this is what happened up at work. Or like somebody in the chat says something and I respond to it, right? So I feel like if I had a podcast, I would need to write down like 4 or 5 topics to talk about within a 30-minute time frame. And I feel like it would low-key be boring because I would be talking to myself. Like, no one would be responding to me about these topics. So at that point, I might as well cut the 5 categories into one and make 5 different YouTube videos at that point, Man. So but yeah, what I do I do make like some clips. Like sometimes I'll screen record myself on TikTok and then I'll post that shit as a clip onto YouTube and like Facebook, Instagram type shit. Or I might, make a little YouTube video out of it. But I just suck at editing in a way. And it also does take up a lot of storage. Like if I saved every live I did on here, like saved a whole 2-hour live, and then if I was to upload it to my editing software, and then I gotta go through a whole 2-hour live, cut it up into like 30 seconds, that would take a while. And it would also take up a lot of storage if I gotta like keep saving the videos. Oh damn, I spilled my juice. But I do have a lot of videos to film. I don't have time because now like this streaming time is usually what my video time is, like when I'm like recording videos. So now it's like my throat be hurting so bad because it's like I go to work, I talk all day, and then I come home, talk to my family, and then I come on here, I talk to stream, and then I go record YouTube videos. And then it's like at that point I've been talking for 12 hours. Yeah, I do have an SSD that I bought. I low-key have no idea where it is. Pretty sure I bought that shit for like $100. Don't know where it is. It's probably in one of, I don't know, I gotta look for that shit. It's probably in one of them, my drawers somewhere. Or maybe I think it's with my camera, because I think I bought it to put my videos from my camera on there, because my camera, I brought a camera for YouTube. Don't use that shit. So that was low-key a waste of $500. But I haven't really filmed a video in a while though, like an actual sit down YouTube video. But I think I bought the SSD card for my camera because I was gonna like record videos on my camera, because apparently the camera doesn't really have a lot of storage. So I was gonna record the video on my camera, upload it to the SSD card, and then use that to upload it to my laptop, edit on my laptop, and then post it to YouTube. Hello from TikTok. That's what I need to do. I need to sub back to these people on Twitch and YouTube and whatnot, because I feel like everybody is grinding right now because of, like YouTube is changing like the limits or whatever it's called, the watch hour monetization stuff. I feel like literally everybody is trying to grind on YouTube. Like even like if you never started a YouTube channel before, this is your time to do so and try to get as far as you can and get monetized as fast as possible. But me personally, it's like it's gonna be really annoying if I don't get monetized before February, because at that point, if I do need 8,000 watch hours, I'm gonna just give up. And like I might keep posting for YouTube just for the hell of it, but I'm not gonna like necessarily try to get monetized, because that might take fucking forever. Especially because half of my audience is like inactive. Why am I getting an invite to join my own live? But yeah, saving your videos from here, it takes so much fucking space. The only reason why I'm streaming this long, BT dubs, is because I'm not streaming tomorrow. Because y'all know my streams don't be this long. What's the girl's name? But yeah, what I've been posting on TikTok recently is just videos saying like, who wants to sub to each other? Who wants a sub? Who wants a sub? Just doing sub for sub, even though shit don't fucking work. Simp. And why do these people keep having these long ass usernames? What is my username? I'm still working on changing, rebranding, I should say, but I just don't know what the fuck to change my username to on all my accounts. Because right now, all of them are the same. And then the crazy thing, okay, she posted recently, because I was like, the crazy thing is people want to get subs on YouTube. Let me mute that shit. People want to get subs on YouTube, right? But they don't fucking post videos. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like 8,000 watch hours, that's a lot. Even for people, because I don't know if people who are already monetized have to meet the standards too, because imagine you're already monetized but you're not even getting that much watch hours, right? So I don't know if they have to meet the standards too in order to get like remonetized, or like what if YouTube takes their monetization away because they didn't reach 8,000. Did she sub back to me? But yeah, I've like I said, by any means possible. So if anything, if you see me on YouTube posting random shit every day, you better click on that shit. Damn it. You better click on that shit, because I think, like, I'm pretty sure the email I got said like every click counts as a view now, instead of YouTube like waiting till somebody watches like 10 seconds of your video and then counting it as a view. I'm pretty sure that's what the email said, like every click is gonna count. So I'm low-key, if you see me posting random shit, that's what I'm trying to do. Cause, and obviously, like, it is good to do quality over quantity, but I don't care at this point. I'm gonna just upload random shit, because I already have like 4,000 videos on my channel. I don't know exactly how much long form videos I have, but I don't even care at this point. I'm gonna start pushing out videos, because right now I have been doing a lot of shorts, because I am just like copying and pasting my TikToks everywhere like I usually do. But now at this point, like, I do have enough subs already. Like, I've been at 6,000 subs forever. If anything, I just need the fucking watch time. So I just need to start putting out hella long form content. You'll still have it when it swaps, okay? The thing is, sub for sub did help me a lot. But that was like, 10 years ago when I was just starting out. Because I used to do these old videos where I would post like a 2-minute video, and it would just be like clip art, not even me talking. It would just be like a screen that said like, are you a new YouTuber? Then let's subscribe to each other. And then it would literally just last 2 minutes. Like, I dragged out the video when I was editing it. Like, I dragged out the pictures to make it last like 1 minute for each slide. And then I would have like 1,000 comments under that one video, and I would call it like small YouTuber support. And I would get like hella views, and then people would be like in the comments. So they would subscribe to me, then they would be like in the comments subscribing to each other. And I did like 7 of those videos, and that's how I got most of my subs. But obviously it hurt me in the long run, because none of those people are watching my videos right now, like 10 years later. Some of them are, but not a lot, obviously, or else I would be monetized. So yeah. So if anything, I would say like it helps when you're first starting out to get subs. But what I don't like is when people are begging for subs and they're like, yeah, sub to me, but then they don't have any fucking videos, because it's like they're waiting for 100 subs before they post their first video or something like that. and then their first video is like a get to know me video or something like that, you know? But it's like, at least post your get to know me video while you're waiting for the 100 subs, and maybe just say like you'll post your first vlog at 100 subs, you know, so that way at least the people who are subscribing during that time have something to watch. So at least you're like getting some watch time while you're waiting for like 100 subs to post that first video or something. Miss MISS. And these people have these long ass usernames. AYNAAA. And that's the thing that I was thinking about too. Like when I do my rebrand, whatever my username is gonna be, has to be something that people can easily pronounce, easily type in to look up. Cause I just typed in this girl's username. She has like fucking 4 A's in her username. She seems entertaining. Cause you know me, I'm gonna follow a black woman. I'm always gonna support a black woman. But that's what I gotta do. But I just don't know what I want to change my username to. Who else I need to sub to? They don't actually love the game. I mean, it depends. A lot of people are in this for money, and you can tell right away who's doing content creation for money because they'll try to like clip farm and stuff like that, right? But me, I would do this regardless if I have views or not. Like I literally be getting 2 views on some videos, right? Or like when I go live, you don't always have somebody watching your live, but I'm gonna still be here talking to myself because I'm fucking crazy, right? And ooh, do. But yeah, in order to be a content creator, you definitely got to do this. If you definitely got to like what you're doing. If you want to be able to do this like for a job or whatever, because even in that Ludwig video that I was watching, he was like, do you want to be rich or do you want to be a streamer? Right? Because a streamer, you don't just start out as a millionaire, you know? You don't just start off making 1,000 million hundred fucking dollars. Let's see. Does my keyboard sound satisfying? Religion. Ugh. I hate typing. That's my biggest regret. Is not like I took a typing class in 10th grade for keyboarding, but I feel like I didn't learn. Like I learned in the class because I had to pass the class, but I low-key want to do a typing program on here. I gotta find one to do. I don't know how to type. I literally used to write my essays. I used to text my essays on my phone, on Microsoft Word on my phone. I didn't know what I was up for. Oops. Na, 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 na. Mm, bro, I love my keyboard though. Tell me why I paid like 200. I don't want to say $200 for this keyboard, but like the damn keyboard itself cost $100 from Best Buy, and I ripped out all the keys and I replaced all the keys, but the keys cost me $70 on Etsy. Do-do-do-do. Let's see. Let me see if my video even posted, bro. I posted a video on YouTube. La 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 la. Okay, cool. But what I'm gonna do is just post every day. But I'm trying to decide what topics I want to do. Because I currently have the topic how it's like, what is it called? The playlist I have is called 2026 Day by Day, and I was supposed to be posting every single day of 2026, just like a life update type of thing, like stuff that's happening. But you know, I'm having these stupid health issues, so it says that I've only made 46 videos for this playlist, and it's been like what, 6 months. So that should technically be like over 100 videos. Should be over 100 videos, but I was just slacking on that playlist, so that's kind of annoying. But I'm trying to decide like what other videos I want to post, but I don't know. Spamming gaming news and opinions until I reach it. What's your channel? What's your YouTube channel? L2 cool, bro. What kind of username is that? That sounds like a little boy username. What's your YouTube channel? ASAP. La 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 la. Let's see. Because the thing is, I'd be watching like some podcasts, but it depends. Because I feel like I gotta actually know you to watch a podcast. Like I watch my old manager at my other daycare. He has a little podcast he be doing with his little friend, right? And I be watching that, but it's because I already know him. How to. But me personally, I don't be telling anybody about my damn YouTube account. See, look, and the thing is, when you look up L2 live, multiple accounts come up. So it's like, which one is yours? It's like literally hella accounts with that username. Is it the one with the little boy profile picture? Or is it the explosion profile picture? Or is it the L2 profile picture? You know? Oh yeah, is it this one? I think you came on my feed one time. Do, bro. The first thing I see in your thumbnails is like... I just started live on YouTube. I mainly be on Twitch. Yeah, that's the thing. A lot of people have YouTube channels these days. But it's like, do you keep it a secret or do you tell people? Because I feel like when you tell people, you get more views. But I feel like my shit is embarrassing. But that's just me and my anxiety. So I think everything is embarrassing. Let me see. You be wearing the beanies, right? I mean, I try to do a good job on my videos. Some of them I edit, some of them I don't. So what is your account? L2 Live. But you don't have, you do have videos. But you mostly do shorts, bro. Are you copy and pasting those shorts from YouTube? Why do you get a lot of views and you only have 20 subs? That's crazy. All your shorts, most of your shorts be getting hella views. Especially your recent videos. That's you, right? Am I dumb? I'll sub to you, little boy. But you said you be doing gaming news and opinions. You gotta post more though. But it's mostly like the subs get turned. No, there's people who watch shorts are most likely to sub to you. When is my birthday? It's next week, right? People who watch short form videos are most likely to sub to you. But then people, you need to give them something to watch though. Like if they sub to you, they need long form content to watch because you don't have any long form content. You got this video, I'm assuming is from a stream, but did you edit it or is it just like a VOD from a stream? Because it's you talking and doing gameplay, the same shit I'm doing right now. But I don't know. But yeah, you have your Twitch linked in your bio. Let me go to your Twitch. 7 hours ago. Hey, you got like the same amount of subs as me. Oh my gosh, I'll follow you. Clips. Paw World. I've heard of that game. Is that game on the Switch? Can I play that? Do. This is the first stream on there. Oh. The thing is, long form videos, they don't get a lot of views, but now, I could have sworn if I can pull up the email, was it an email or was it a notification? I don't know. Where's my YouTube email? I got fucking 50 million email addresses, bro. I don't know where it was. It was like a notification from YouTube and it was like clicks. When you get one click on the video, it counts as a view now. That's what it said. So that's what I'm saying. Maybe post more of your lives on there. And what I wish you could see the old chats, because I'd be like clicking on people's like Twitch streams and I wish I could read their chats that are like going along with it, but I guess it's like the chat expires for some reason and that really bothers me because I want to see the live as well as the chats. Yeah, but that's the thing, I don't even get 40 views on one video. Let me look at my channel. I changed my profile picture. I want to change it again. It looks ugly. Let me see. Ooh, right now, my videos literally get like 5 views, bro. My highest view recently was like 78 views, but that wasn't like a real video though. That was just a clip from my stream. But I also haven't really made a real video, like a real sit down video in a long time where I sit down and talk about something. Because what I'm about to do is after this stream processes, probably gonna take clips from this stream. Chat overlay. Yeah, I hit the mic. Whoops. I have this chat on my screen so people can see it. What the fuck? But yeah, because I just figured out how to do that because I'm new to Twitch and I never like used anything like that before. So I had to like figure out how to do like all the emotes and like the alerts and all that stuff on Twitch. And then I was like, is it working? But how can I tell if the email works if nobody's fucking subscribing to me, you know? You know. To buffer. Bruh. Yeah, I know you can give emails for followers, but like I have everything up set up. You don't know how long it took me to set up my shit because let me see. Let me go to my account. I had to like make my emotes and all the alerts and whatnot, right? So it took me forever because I had to like put the gifs into the right size and this, and this, right? Set everything up. Whole time I thought it wasn't working, but in reality it's because nobody was fucking following me. Yeah, that's the stuff that like pops up on the screen. Like if I get a new subscriber on Twitch or like it's like new subscriber, new follower. What is, let me see. New follow, new sub, gifted sub, bits, raids, hype trains, channel points, goals. Yeah, so all these different things. So I have like little emotes where it says like just followed, this person just followed, this person just subbed, and that is supposed to come on the screen as I am, live, right? It's supposed to like make like a sound notification as well as like, just show up on the screen. But it's funny because I was like, yeah, I need to test that shit out. But how the fuck do I test it out if nobody's following me, but then I can't even imagine, like, imagine you get like a raid and you get like 50 million followers at the same time. I could not handle that shit. Like all that shit popping up on the screen. I would be so discombobulated. But yeah, it's like really unmotivating to be like talking to nobody on Twitch. So that's why they tell you to like build a platform somewhere else first and then tell people to follow you on YouTube, tell people to follow you on Twitch, stuff like that. Yeah, but the thing is, it's not about distracting. It's more so like it would pop up blocking the stream. Like imagine you're a viewer, you're watching me and you want to like watch the gameplay and then all this shit is popping up, so I feel like it would be more annoying for other viewers because I can watch the game over here on my screen, right? And then a little part of my screen is the chat. But like in order for like, I'm talking about like other followers being annoyed by it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like I post on TikTok and I'm like, does anyone want to subscribe to each other? Blah, 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 right? Like I post that shit. And some people, like, they do subscribe to my Twitch. So that is how I got to 70 followers really fast. And then I try to post on TikTok as I am live as well. So people will like pop in at the same time. But I'm like, damn, I couldn't imagine just like starting on Twitch and then like literally nobody is watching if I didn't already have like some kind of platform to post on. Bruh. Do. But I'm like, how are you supposed to get followers that fast? But that's, I feel like that's pretty much the same thing as YouTube though. But I feel like YouTube has like a For You page and TikTok has a For You page that can like, they put your videos out there. But Twitch, they do have a main page, but I don't like how it's like, let me see. The main page for Twitch is more so like for big creators, I feel like. Like if I hit back to Twitch, it has like the main live creators on the main screen, like the people who are already popular. It doesn't necessarily have like small creators. Like it has like recommended channels, because right now my category I think is it just chatting? Is that my category? I don't know, but it recommends me like other people who are just chatting, but those people still have like 71 viewers, 330 viewers. This girl got her whole titties out. Like, what the fuck? This guy is getting a haircut on live and he has 600 viewers, you know? But that's why I feel like it is harder for women in a sense, because you can't really, I feel like you can't really get big unless you're like a gamer, like an actual professional gamer. Helps us share your Twitch stream on Facebook. Yeah, the thing is, I don't have followers on Facebook though. Like, I can share the link, I can post the link on my Facebook, but I started a new Facebook, so I don't have like friends or family on there. It's mostly just like, it's like random ass people. And I've been trying to post my shorts on Facebook as well, because people say like Facebook also does pay when you get monetized. But I feel like Facebook, I think you need to have like 1,000 followers on there, and you need to be getting a certain amount of views or something in order to start getting monetized on Facebook. So it's like I could put my link on there, because currently I have 116 followers on Facebook. So I could post it on there, but in reality it's like, who's gonna watch that? You know, like, yeah, you gotta get like hella likes too. But what I am working on is Snapchat, because apparently, you know, like all the famous people have a Snapchat, right? Who is this? Bro. All the famous people have Snapchat. So I've been trying to like get paid on Snapchat, but I think for Snapchat, in order to be monetized, you need to have like 50K. 50K on Snapchat followers. I don't know how much likes or whatever, but right now I'm at 25K. So I'm like halfway there. But that took like a year, I think, or 6 months or something, because I didn't start really posting until this year. So all these apps basically pay you a different amount. But what I have seen so far, simply from like watching people and doing research, is that YouTube pays the most, is what I've seen. So that's why it's like YouTube was like my main priority. But at the same time, it's just really hard to get monetized on YouTube. It's the thing. It's hard to get discovered on Twitch, but that's why you have to have like an audience on other accounts. And that's the thing. I feel like if I would just tell people, like, you know, people I know IRL, I could just tell them like, hey, I have a YouTube channel, go watch. And I feel like I could easily get like way more views. Like if I just start sending the link out to everybody in my fucking contacts, I would probably get way more views and be monetized in like 2 seconds, you know? But I don't want to do that. No, they want. Yeah, they do. We were talking about that earlier, how they want like 8,000 watch hours, and I was like, yikes, bro. Like that's way too fucking much. And that's gonna be really hard to get. So that's why I was saying, like, if I don't get monetized now, I'm just gonna be posting for the hell of it, you know? Start to get discovered. You're just trying to get affiliate because people be gifting me subs I can't withdraw. Oh. See, the thing is, on Twitch, I got affiliate within 2 weeks, I think. Let me go to my channel. So I got within affiliate, I'm pretty sure within 2 weeks. And I got most of my followers obviously from TikTok. Like I think I'm only at like 73 followers right now. And it's not even a lot. But it was hard to meet the requirements because I think one of the requirements is that you have to have 4 like, what is it called? Reoccurring viewers, like 4 people watching at the same time or whatever it's called. So I had to get that. That took me the longest, but like all the other shit I did really fast, like stream for like, you know, 4 different days and this, whatever. So I got affiliate pretty fast, and then I was able to put ads on my videos. But like I haven't gotten a sub yet. I've gotten 1 sub, but that's like my friend, you know? So I haven't gotten like random people to sub yet. And then I got bits. But like each sub I think is like $3, I think. Oops. Each sub is like $3. I wish I could pull it up on the screen. But I gotta fix that. Let's see, monetization, affiliate, analytics. Where's my ads? Where's my money, bro? Subscriptions, bits. See, that's the thing. I don't even know where the fuck anything is on here. Settings, viewer rewards. I'm so tired. Where? Discovery stream to me. Stream summary, bro. I got no new followers recently. Damn. That's crazy. Sponsorships. I have an option for a sponsorship, but I didn't take that sponsorship because it said it's only going to give me like $1 to advertise a random ass game. Damn. So I have 73 followers and 1 sub. Survey. Damn. But yeah, I think I only have like $6 on there. 8,000 overall, or within a year. It's 8,000 within a year, bro. Not the span of 90 days. It's like 8,000, like basically whatever you have now. Like if like right now I think I only have like literally 1,500 because mine dropped because, oh damn, no, I have 1,289 out of 4,000, but basically that number you have will stay the same, but then like instead of 4,000 right here, it'll extend to like 8,000. So you might think you're halfway done. If you have 2,000, you might think you're halfway done, but that bar is gonna like extend all the way to 8,000 pretty much. And then now you're not halfway done. You're like fucking a fourth of the way done, you know? So it's not 90 days. But I think if you already are monetized, you need to post. There was something that said you have to post like 5 videos within 90 days to stay monetized or something like that. Like you have to post 5 videos. You have to post like post on YouTube. You got to post like shorts. Like there's like different requirements in order to stay monetized because they want to make sure they're paying the right people. But if your account is inactive and you quit YouTube a long time ago, but you're still like technically like monetized, then they will basically take that away from you if you didn't post like 3 videos in the past month or whatever. They're gonna go check in accounts. They're gonna be like, oh, this person is monetized, but like they haven't posted a video in like 6 months. Okay, like we'll just demonetize them. And then they basically have to start over from scratch. Like if they randomly logged into their account and they thought they were monetized, they're gonna log in and they're gonna be like, what the fuck? I thought I was monetized. So their record, instead of saying like their watch hours, they're gonna have to start over from 0 and they'll have to get like all the way back to 8,000 to get remonetized pretty much. So that's why like even if you like take a break on YouTube or like you think you want to quit or whatever, you better make sure you continuously log in and post a random video and then log back out or something, just so that way you can keep your monetization status. Yeah, I don't know how I was able to get 3,000 viewing hours. Yeah, sometimes you get a lot of traction if like your video just happens to go viral, because I think I was like the closest I was to being monetized, I think I had like 2,500, basically like double like what I have now. So I was like that close, low-key close to 4,000, but then it's like I just stopped posting, you know. Damn. But yeah, the watch time does expire, but it expires within a year. So imagine I'm posting videos and I get 3,999 hours, and I get that in January. I get all of that in January, and then I just quit YouTube for the rest of the year. And then next January comes, all I needed was one more watch hour, right? But like the next January that comes around, the next year, all of that 3,999, that disappears. It expires because a whole year has gone past. So then you basically have to start all the way over because that 399 expired. So basically with me, imagine like I have like 1,000 watch hours, and then one of my videos randomly goes viral in April, and I get 2,000 hours from that in April, and then I only need 1,000 hours left to meet the goal of 4,000. And then next April comes around and I don't meet the goal, I will lose that 2,000 that I had last April, and 2,000 watch hours will just disappear just like that, because I just happened to quit YouTube and I stopped posting. So that 2,000 hours is going to disappear out of nowhere. So that's why you gotta keep fucking posting. And that's like with me, like I would have been monetized forever ago. I could have been famous, right? But it's like I knew that consistency was key. But I think I made a post like maybe like 5 years ago, and I made a post and I was like, or I think I made a video and I was like, yeah guys, I'm quitting YouTube. This is too much work. I can't do this shit anymore, right? And then obviously I lost like a lot of subs, which is means I lost the views, and then my channel basically just died. And then I tried to come back like a month later and I was like, hey guys, but then it's like I got no active subs anymore, you know? So even though I do have 6,000 subs, they're not fucking active. So you might think like, oh damn, you have 6,000 subs, you should already be monetized, you should be rich, you should be making money, right? But in reality, that's not the case. Like I've never been monetized. So yeah, you gotta stay consistent. That's like the only advice I have. Even though I'm not monetized, I'm not rich, I'm not famous, but I've learned with social media in general, that's like the best advice is literally to just stay consistent. Even if you are making like shitty videos, at least you're posting something, at least you're staying somewhat consistent. Oh, here it is. Earnings. I'm stupid. So I made $6.93 on Twitch so far. I only got like 0.11 cents from ads. But yeah, obviously subs makes the most money. Subs are $3.40 for a tier 1 sub, I guess. Something like that. Tier 1 sub. So obviously you're not gonna make a lot of money unless you get hella subs, and you can't even cash out your money until you get to $50. So if I just quit streaming on Twitch, this $6.93 would just be stuck there forever. And I guess they would probably take it. I don't know. Yeah, so basically you just gotta keep grinding videos. I just don't really be knowing what to post. Yeah, but that's the thing. You don't know what to post? Post literally anything. Literally, like Google story time topics. You could probably make some shit up. Because that's what I was going to start doing. Like, start making up fucking story time videos just to get some views. And be like, yeah, like the one time I went to jail. The one time I stole money from my parents. The one time my boyfriend killed somebody. I'm about to start making shit up. So that's the thing. People will say they want to be a content creator. And I mean, that's like how I was when I started. I'm like, damn, I don't know what to post. I don't know what to talk about. I don't know what to do, But like, you just need to start posting random shit. Because sometimes it's the random shit that goes viral. And the other stuff you actually work hard on and you edit the videos, those don't even do as good as the random shit. But yeah, that's the thing. That's the one thing I suggest is to stay consistent. Even if like you feel like giving up, even if you got 0 viewers, even if you got 0 likes, 0 subs, nobody watching your videos, stay consistent. Even if you're posting like once a week, even if you stream once a week, that's the only thing I would recommend to people. And then make sure, like, even if you don't plan on being a YouTuber, post like 1 YouTube video a week. Even if it's like some shitty video. Even if you're just like sitting down and be like, yeah, today I went to work and then I went to the store and then I did this and then I did this. You know, at least post something, bro. Even if it is cringy and you didn't edit it or anything. And then so at least somebody is watching, you know. Even if you have 2 watch hours out of 8,000, it's like, who the fuck cares? But that's why I'm trying to be consistent on Twitch. But at the same time, like, I want to stick to YouTube. Because YouTube is where I started, you know? I gotta get off of this shit. People love technology videos, yeah. Should I do a technology video on my old ass iPhone? My iPhone 13. What's on my iPhone 13? But yeah, you see, this is the longest live I ever did. 2 hours and 34 minutes. You're welcome. Mostly I did it for myself. God damn it. But yeah, I'm gonna be posting the same shit on TikTok. I don't even feel like posting anything else. I'm just gonna be posting like, let's subscribe to each other. And look at this comment that I just saw. It says, I make over 2 times more money off of content than I ever did as a stripper. Like, really? And then this girl's posting videos every day, TikTok shop videos. Crazy. But that's the thing, I'm like, where is this money coming from, bro? Everybody making thousands of dollars. Next is 24. 24 what? 2.5. I'm not doing no fucking 24-hour stream. Little boy. I'm gonna keep calling you little boy. No. So right now on TikTok, I'm just posting videos. It says, how am I gonna get monetized before February? So I've been kind of getting more subs, but now I need to post a video so they have something to watch. But I'm gonna hop off this shit, bro. So I gotta finish my hair. Looks like shit. It's already 10 o'clock. I'm not gonna finish my hair. Fuck me. Fuck. Every time I do a long stream, I always regret it. I'm probably gonna have to wake up early tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna be a long fucking day. W's in the chat, guys. W's in the chat. No, I'm not doing that shit, bro. This shit is cringy as fuck. Have a good night. Bye, guys. Bye, everybody. My throat hurts, bro. Like I just swallowed a dick. Bye. Anyways, bye. I'm tired. Bro. Oh, wait. He said, yo. Ignore that. I never said that. Bye. Great talk. I'll see you Thursday. Bro, I'm